Hey guys, welcome back in. Gonna continue some more No Man's Sky Permadeath. I think I got about 2 hours in so far. Just continue. I want to find the last creature on this planet, get a bunch of nanites for that. I want to get some cobalt together to make batteries. Just do a little bit of running around. I'm not a big fan of this planet, so I think I will end up eventually deleting this base. I don't like the location of it. Plus, I put the base computer in kind of a weird spot, so I don't want my ship to always be stuck in the building. Just run in here real quick. See if I can find some cobalt that is somewhat close. I also should grab berry technology. Okay, got some cobalt over there. Looking for something that's close. Alright, got some. Okay. What I am gonna do, what do I have for ferrite dust? Let me toss this stuff in my ship. I'm just trying to gather as many nanites as I can right now, also. Because when I get to the anomaly, there's a bunch of stuff I want to buy, and I also want to get some modules in the space station. Can I buy metal plating? Oh, this is not a minor settlement. I guess I won't be buying metal plating. Make up a couple refiners. That way I can have some stuff refining while I'm out doing stuff. I like to have one refiner on me at all times. So let me go pick that one up. Did I lose my refiner somewhere? I lost my refiner somewhere. Did I leave it under my floor, maybe? How the heck did I lose a refiner? That's not good. Just notice I have a box down there I can search too. Sodium. Yeah, looks like I lost a refiner somewhere. That does not make me happy. Oh no, it must have been in my... Alright, let's put that down, pick it up. Alright. Yeah, I must have already had it in my inventory. Go ahead. Didn't take long to go through that condensed carbon. Just fill these right up. Oh my god. Yeah, you really eat through carbon early in the game. Let me just get that goop going. This one going. You know what, I might as well get this other one going. I just have to remember to take one of these with me when I leave. I'll use this one for rusted metal though. Alright. We'll grab some cobalt. Oh, at least it's right there. Come on, get out of the way. Now this would be a lot quicker than going down into a cave and mining it. Yeah, I want to check out the other planets in this system to See what other resources are available. Yeah, good amount of cobalt right here. For now, I just want to make up a bunch of batteries. That way, I can stop using sodium. Get down into here, get myself out of the elements a little bit. I can stop taking damage. I'm also trying to make sure I pick up a little bit of silicate powder while I do this at the same time. That way I can recharge my terrain manipulator. Take a peek here. Alright. Oh, thought I had a stack by now. I'm so used to being in normal mode that I figured I had enough already. Even though I have the smallest beam possible, still don't get all that much at once. It's going to take about, I believe it's about 6 minutes to run the fluids and all that stuff, all that junk for nanites. I think it's about six minutes to run up until you get to the final step. Of course, there's what 4 different refining processes, so it takes quite a bit. Because all that refining last night was right around 40 minutes that I did. A big chunk of time that was missing. Try to get as much of this as I can, because I can always use more of it later. We'll need this and ionized cobalt for some other stuff, so. Want it to go to waste. These guys had pretty good luck with the animals on the first couple planets anyway. They all seem pretty decent. Except for the ones on that lush planet. I think there's either 2 or 3 predators over there, so I'd like to build there, but not really ideal for permadeath. Especially if I, get distracted and have to walk away from my system for a couple minutes. I don't want to lose my save because some animal decided to, get aggressive all of a sudden. Even like if you walk away when you're down in a cave or something, you're still kind of at risk. You can have those hazardous plants show up or something like that. That'll ruin your day. Let's get back to our base. Let my protection recharge. If I can jump. There we go. Alright. So this stuff is all set. So you can only do like 200 at a time because you run out of fuel. Super, super annoying. Oh, let's put the rest of... Oh, I hate how it does that too. It ends up making like multiple stacks. Alright, sorry about that. Little sneezing spell. Some type of cold thing going on, which is always great. Go in. Yeah, see, cost 120 carbon, but if I go down to the condensed carbon, it's like 80, so you get or not even 80, a little bit less than that, I think. But overall, it ends up costing you a little bit less. That's why I always try to go with the more refined material when I can. Got that one going through. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a bunch of carbon too. Alright, let's make up some batteries. I'm gonna just use up all my ferrite dust. No, maybe not all of it. But if I can make up, you know, like around 50 batteries should be good for now. I can always come back and make more. I have a little bit extra cobalt now, which actually I'll just stick in my ship. And any other housing I'll keep on me. Because chances are I might run into a drop pod somewhere if I go out exploring. Might as well get that installed too. I always forget to install that then. Okay, so I have a real carbon issue right now. And now I do have sentinels, so I do have to be a little more cautious with getting resources. I'm just gonna stick somewhat close to my base, get a bunch of carbon together. Keep my beam in the red. That way I get a little bit more product out of each of these. Plus melt through it a little bit quicker too. Did see some buried tech. See if I can go grab a little bit of that for right now. Oh, there are predators here too. I didn't realize that. Alright, what's the predator? Oh great, it's a strider. At least they're kind of slow, so you can get away from them pretty easily. Thought I had a closer buried tech than that. Grab this oxygen. Buried techs also buy damaged machinery by the looks of it. See, the striders are slow, but they're actually kind of difficult to kill off with a mining beam. Because they are a big animal, so they take quite a bit of, takes quite a bit to take them down. Let's give that a second to start healing me. That doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, it's Permadeath. It heals very, very slowly. So I've got a little bit of sodium here. I'll just toss that in there. Okay, so I want to get over to that damaged machinery. Actually grab this wheat while I'm here too. Oop. Alright, Starship Shield, that's not going to help me, but that'll be good for nanites. Kill that thing right off. I want to see if I can get enough salvage data to unlock the solar panel and battery and save beacon. That save beacon I'd like to have unlocked as soon as possible. That way I can mark locations. Bring that nitrate in. Yeah, I see it only took 19 sodium nitrate to fill me up, whereas just 19 or 18 of regular sodium only brought me up like a quarter, so way more beneficial to use stuff that's refined. Come on, why is that not? I hate it when you shoot stuff and you see you're damaging it, but it doesn't. The little circle doesn't progress. Oh, got a white crate over here too. Try to get a couple stacks of this carbon. I didn't even know these things gave me carbon. I thought these were friggin' rocks the whole time. If there's anything good in here. A little bit. Alright, and very tech down here. Alright, what do I have? Okay, so I do have a stack of carbon now. Alright, I was going to say that Sentinel's going to come over and give me a hard time. I could tell right away. They do like this little dance thing. Actually, you know, they got their eye on you. I'm trying not to go too far away, but at the same time, I kind of have to right now. At least I have enough batteries on me and some oxygen. Use up some of that wheat. A little bit of oxygen here too. Yeah, the damaged machinery can be a gold mine sometimes. You can get a lot of really good stuff out of it. I mean, even the really bad stuff, at least is useful. You know, you get nanites and technology modules. Alright, another one over here. How many of those am I up to now? 9. And let's see, right down here. Trying to keep an eye on. Oh, I do have. Okay. I didn't realize I had 2 stacks of carbon. Keep grabbing some because I do want to make more condensed carbon. Yeah, I didn't know if I would be able to get on this morning or not, but it looks like did get a couple hours free, so you know, I might as well get on. Plus, I always like starting brand new saves anyway. I like the little rush you get from the beginning, you know. It's like my favorite part of the game is the first couple hours. Alright, just get this charge. Right. Cargo drop. I'm gonna have to grab this one. Yeah, I'm trying to walk a little bit more too, that way I don't use up quite as much oxygen. That actually makes a big difference. I say that and then I sprint up a hill, you know. Oh, let him do his thing. Alright, and power. There we go. There's a little bit of oxygen over here too. I'll get that on the way back down. Yeah, that's oxygen. A lot of times there's little crystals around those, so I try to grab condensed carbon whenever I see it. Alright, off a couple of these. Alright, use it up. Refill that. Another tech module and some other goodies up here. See, permadeath isn't bad as long as you kind of pay attention to your resources and don't be too risky, especially early in the game. You get a few upgrades installed and that makes a huge difference. Especially like your movement, your life support, your hazard protection. You know, all the important stuff. And let's see here. Grab a little bit of that dihydrogen. Well, I'll grab some when I see it. The Sentinels are very territorial over dihydrogen for some reason, so I try to pick it up only when they aren't around. Alright, we got living slime. Finally, something good. It doesn't take like 6 refinement steps to make. Grab this extra sodium. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep track of how full my inventory is when I do that. Sentinels are gonna give me a problem here in a second. Guess not. I thought for sure you're gonna give me a hard time up here. Yeah, I saw there were a bunch of plants up here, but I didn't know what type. I thought it was something else. Let's go grab that buried cache, because you can actually get some good stuff out of these now. Actually grab this oxygen too. You can also use oxygen in your refiner. I don't like to do it, because it's kind of a waste, but if you're ever in a real pinch, you can use it. Alright, I used up all that wheat. That's right. Do that. I should be using batteries for this. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. Start using batteries instead. Get the fairy cache. Just crack that open. Looks like it gave me nanites, probably. Yep. Well, that's a good way to make up some nanites. Trying to think of the word to use. Yeah, this is where it gets kind of sketchy though. I do not want to try to jetpack down that. And I don't really need that ammonia anyway. So I'll head back the other way. And get this topped off. I should have all that stuff back in my base refining should be ready to go. We can go check out this planet a little bit more and see if I can find that last animal. I just wanted to try to get together a bunch of carbon before taking off. There you go. Want to try to get like another stack here. So typically I like to have like 2 stacks of condensed and 1 stack of regular carbon. But I just keep burning right through carbon left and right, just from making up nanites. Alright, so I'm going to head back towards my ship. Along the way I do want to look for any salvage data that might be there. That damaged machinery, I think I may have already gotten that. Better check those just in case I didn't. Yeah, I already got it. Because how much did I get? I got 16, so I think that might be all I need for right now. Oh, I finally found a cave. I am gonna hop in there for a second just to get a couple scans. I don't like this type of cave because it's easy to not find your exit. And there's a good chance you're gonna drop in on top of a hazardous plant. Okay, it just goes right down the whole side of the mountain. Yeah, I don't like dealing with those. Alright, and there's my ship down there. Wow. I don't like climbing down hills like this. Kind of let yourself slide. Make sure your jetpack is full. And might as well fill this up too. Yeah, don't try to be fancy doing anything. You know, especially if you don't have any movement modules or shields. Or you have a sentinel chasing you. You don't want to try to do anything too fast. That's where the mistakes happen. You end up, you know, accidentally falling off of a cliff or something. Just kind of get to the point where you can kind of slide a little bit. And then just kind of, I'm trying to think about it. Can't really show you here. When you start sliding, kind of turn towards the side a little bit. It'll help break your fall. You know, kind of like if you were, you know, snowboarding or something, you know. Skiing or skateboarding or whatever. Just kind of turn to the side a little bit. And it helps break your descent. Let him investigate. I don't need the carbon that bad. What do we have here? We got some copper. Hey, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that. Oh, we got a buried tech over there too. And another one over there. I don't need a lot of this copper. I just want to try to make up some more chromatic metal. We're gonna need some of it to build warp cells, so... Oh, I'll go to a smaller beam though. See if I can dig myself in here. That way... Yeah, if you look at your, you know, your hazard meter, how there's no arrow. Now if I go out here, I have an arrow decreasing. That's what you want to do. You just want to dig down in here until you have no arrow. And then start ripping all this stuff right out. It just temporarily make it so you don't take too much toxic damage. Or hazard to damage, whatever you want to call it. It's especially helpful in like an extreme storm. Alright, get that charged up again. How much of this do I have? I don't need a ton of this, but I would like to keep like a stack of it on me. Mainly for warp cells at this point in the game. Later on it would be like with bases, because you do need chromatic metal for the extractors and power supply generators. Also just base computers too. Not very much, but it adds up. And while I'm here, there is this one that's like 300 units. Okay, run over and grab that. At least I'll have that marked on the way. And then I know there's one more to grab heading back to my ship. So let's get my life support taken care of before I leave here. And also, just jump out. I got pretty much everything I need there. Grab the rest of this. I still have a couple more refining runs to do before everything's cleared up. So that'll give me a chance to run around, grab a little bit more carbon that's near me. Any other smaller resources that I might need. Need to get that advanced mining laser put in too. Actually, I have to get the blueprint for it. One thing I do want to do, after I grab this, just want to check my inventory real quick and make sure I have at least one open slot before I actually interact with this. Because sometimes you can get a module and you won't have room for it. So I'm actually going to drop that. Now I'll interact with this again. Okay, like that Starship launch fuel. Luckily I already had one in here. If I didn't, I would end up losing that. So you always want to make sure you have at least one open slot. Dealing with damaged machinery. Because, you know, 9 chances out of 10 you're gonna get just nanites, so it won't matter, but it'd be the one time that you get something good and you have a full inventory and not even know it. You still get like another 100 carbon. But there is another, should be another buried technology over there. Oh, got a couple damaged machineries here. Pop that off. I'm starting to fill up on this other stuff now, the goop and stuff. So I'm actually going to fill up this thing and just drop this on the ground. I'm constantly just throwing dirt away. Okay, so I did get that one. Alright. Oh. Shit. Get back over here. Open that thing right away. Alright, so I did manage to get quite a bit of stuff out there. I got some more of this stuff here too. How much? 3. So then grab a couple plants. Because I know I'm gonna end up going through like probably like 700 carbon by the time I'm done refining everything, so pretty much 2 stacks is pretty much just gone. Is this a cave? No. I didn't even check for that underground creature when I went out. Let me see what this is. I just happen to notice this way underground somewhere. Looks like this might actually be in a cave. That's down really low. I bet this is gonna be a cave. Take my camera. Yep, it is a cave. Yeah, I do that mainly to see if there's any hazardous plants around me. Might as well grab this. What I'm doing is I'm also listening to see if I hear any of those hazardous little puffer things that show up in caves. I don't want to take damage from them. Little puffin plant things. Alright. Back here and assess the hall. Which chances are I probably don't have room to move anything around. Alright, so put that in my ship. Start ripping some of this stuff out. Alright, let's start filling this stuff back up. Let's start with the goop. Alright, I'm gonna just get some of this stuff refining, and I will join up with you guys again shortly, probably about 15 minutes, something like that. So I will be back shortly. Alright guys, so just about all this stuff refined. It's actually about a half hour. So I was trying to do a bunch of different things. Pull this stuff out now. Yeah, I had a bunch of rusted metal I burnt off. I burnt off that copper. I'm in the process of making some condensed carbon right now. Burnt off all that junk. Oh yeah, my nanites. I already pulled those out. I think it was 260... no, 242 or something like that. Okay, that one's done. Yank this out. I'm trying to get 2 stacks of this carbon, condensed carbon. Burn that off. That should be enough for 2 stacks. No, not quite. What does this cost? Okay, so straight dihydrogen. So I'm gonna make a metal plate in one of those. I'm trying to use up that dihydrogen. Another one. Okay, throw that away. Get that thing full. Throw it away. Alright. And I did notice out here, ran over to use this save point earlier. I have a couple crates here I never opened, so I'm gonna hope that they both have rusted metal in them. So I burnt off all my rusted metal, so that way I can start putting together a new stack of that. It should be done. Toss that in my ship. Alright, so now I got a couple of dihydrogen jellies. Yeah, let's go make up 2 metal platings. Make 2 more of these. Oh, I just screwed that up. I always do this with this stuff. Light support gel takes jelly, so let's just make up 2 of those. Alright, and rip this out. Alright, make sure all these are empty before I do anything. Alright, now these do have a little bit of carbon left in them, so I'm just going to pick up all 3 of these and give back some of my carbon. And I'm gonna leave one, I'm gonna leave 2 of these here to use later on. I'm not gonna bother fueling them for now. I want to keep what carbon I do have. Did I, like, lose some condensed carbon somewhere? I should have more than that. Oh, I think I accidentally put condensed carbon in one of those and it converted into carbon when I picked it up. Alright. Let's go get some stuff out of here now. I want to get up to the space station eventually, so I'm gonna unlock that thing first off. Biofuel reactor, that. Our battery, our solar panels. Alright, I still got 13 left. Let's grab the signal booster. Those other things aren't worth buying. Let me get a ramp. And don't think I need anything else. Actually, let me grab that. Okay, try not to use up too much salvage data right away. Oh, I'm gonna need pure ferrite, aren't I? Do I have some of that? I'm gonna need... I might as well just fuel these anyway. Toss some regular carbon in after that. Oh, was that 10 or 20? 10. I'm gonna have to make up like magnetized ferrite and stuff anyway. So let's just do one thing at a time so I don't end up with a bunch of extra pure ferrite. Put a ramp on this thing. Or you can just run into here. I'm tired of having to jump. Oh, I don't have enough carbon now. Let's go find a tree real quick. I could just run in and make regular carbon, but I'm gonna have to fix them up anyway. Oh, I've got a cave here. Gotta keep an eye out here, see if I can find that underground creature. Yeah, it is a cave, I guess. Little one. Trying to get us to the space station to see what type of modules are up there. I don't want to use my ship because I don't have very much, oh. Ran right into him. Yeah, I don't have very much tritium. I have enough to get there, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to waste it all on one trip. I'd rather just use a teleporter if I can. That should be enough. Grab a bunch of this. It's like I'm constantly going through this. It'll be like that until I get like an oxygen farm together where I can just refine a bunch of oxygen into carbon. At least I get oxygen and carbon out of these plants, so it does help. Alright, let's head back. Get our ramp put down. Toss that in. A lot easier getting in and out now. Alright, and need everything for this. Oh, I need regular sodium for that too. If I've got any sodium close by. There's some up here. It doesn't show up when you scan. I'd rather not break things down if I can just go pick it up real quick. I already have a bunch of sodium nitrate made, so... Yeah, I hate it until my maneuverability is higher up. I can deal with like hazard and life support, but having low maneuverability is horrible. It's like the encumbrance system in Fallout, you know. You just feel so sluggish. I was hoping to have a couple stacks of condensed carbon made up, too. That's why I'm grabbing all this extra carbon, even though I don't really need it right now. That's one of the things about Permadeath. You kind of want to build a solid foundation. That way you can just start blowing through the quest lines and stuff. That way you don't have to keep stopping to do menial things like this. Did a good foundation. I did make up a bunch of batteries too. I used up all of my what do you call it? The cobalt. That's why I had to burn off more of that rusted metal. I went through a good amount of my ferrite dust. I think that's what took so long. In between that and the all the stuff to make nanites, just takes ages to refine it all, because you can only do 250 at a time, so it's like you're constantly babysitting it. What I'm doing is I'm just letting my toxic level get down low, and then I'll get back to my base and let that recharge while I make up stuff. Another milestone. Got a little more oxygen here. Get back down there. Grab a word too. That's my first word. Alright, getting there just in time. Alright. So, double check this thing. Oops. Alright, so it is 2 tubes, 4 plates. Stick this over here for now. I'm not going to bother like resizing or anything. This base is not going to be here very long, so. Alright, and actually let me check my log, see if... Alright, power in the base. Go through this thing. Metal plating. Right. Just want to try to do this stuff in order and make sure it updates. Alright, now it wants me to fuel it. Let me actually get this extra carbon going while I'm here. And get this condensed down. I might want to hold on to a little bit of sodium. I really don't have that much sodium. I thought I had a lot more sodium nitrate than that. Okay, I should have enough gold for solar panel. Okay, good. Let me look at those building parts one more time. Okay, I do have the arch. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what was offered for parts in there. And grab some more of that carbon. Get that one going. Is this fueled? So I'm just going to let this finish up. If there's anything I can grab quickly, it's around here. Alright, I do have more tech over there. Let's see if I can grab that tech. Grab these boxes too. Didn't even see those. That should be another one somewhat close. Yeah, it's a little further away than I like. What's that sediment plant? Can't tell. I'll get a berry. Or damaged machinery, so I'll grab that too. Thesium, I will keep that for now. If I get lucky and find a nip, but I'd like to be able to at least plant one. See what that plant is. I'm also looking for that underground creature too. I want to find that before I leave. Let's grab these jade peas and eat those. Alright, should be a sediment plant around here. Relic. Buried cache. Oh, it's up on top of that. I don't know what it is. I'm not going up there to find out. Yeah, I want to see if I can find that underground creature before I go up to the space station. Because I'm missing out on 1500 nanites, so I want to go find that. Just use a battery. The bad thing about Permadeath also, every time I recharge with a battery, it actually uses up 2 batteries. So that's why you burn through batteries so quickly too. That's why I wait till I have like the last sliver before I do a recharge. That way I get the you know, the full amount of the charge out of the batteries. Alright, I'm back in here. Grab this condensed carbon. And should have a little bit more. Alright, let's do another batch of carbon in here. And I need to recharge this too. Let's do that, and oh, I always thought you could. Let's do this. I had more oxygen than I thought, so let's toss that in there. I'm gonna toss this oxygen in here. That small stack of oxygen I have. And toss that PCM in my ship. Actually, I think I will burn off some of this sodium too. Alright, let's pull that out. Let's get that sodium going. See, so much of it is just inventory management, especially early on. It's actually really annoying how much time you have to spend with a refiner. So grab that oxygen. I'm just gonna let him get all angry. Gonna run away from him. Not worth engaging with those yet. Not worth the risk. It's not like you can just kill one of them and be fine, because next thing you know, you've got like 9 of them out there. Make sure they deactivate. Alright, and that little bit of oxygen, just send that going through. And take that off, that carbon, put that through. Alright, so I got something going on while I run off. Okay. Yeah, actually, how long is it gonna take to... Okay, I'll knock them down real quick. What I'm looking for is... See, okay, there we go, salvage glass. Take off one and run back in here. Alright, I'm just gonna drop this garbage. This one I'm just gonna toss in my ship because I will need that eventually. Break this open, and it gave me something that I don't need. I'll probably end up selling that. You know, when I get like a storage container unlocked or something, it'd be good because I can toss stuff like that in there after the fact. But right now, it's kind of useless for me. Alright, let's rip this out. Okay, so at least I kind of got a little bit of a foundation built now. So I'm gonna check over here real quick, see if I can see my underground creature, which I can't. Is he rare? He is rare. Great. So I'll run around the planet for a little bit and probably grab some more buried tech and stuff. I do want to get that last creature before leaving this planet. I'm gonna head south and continue to scan for any buildings I can land at, grab nanites, stuff like that. But what I want places where I can actually land for free. And I'm also going to be looking out for caves. So I am going to go into third person though. Makes it a little bit easier to see your sides, especially if there's like any crashed ships. What is this thing? Okay. Yeah, one of those, whatever they call them. I actually will land here. There should be a fossil I can pick up. There'll also be a couple of those wheelbarrows. These wheelbarrows can actually have some good stuff in them sometimes. Then other times you get absolute garbage. Or you can pick up stuff to sell. Okay, and you can actually sell stuff right from here too. Let me get rid of that marrow. Polished stone that I don't need. Actually, I got a couple things in my ship that I could sell off. I don't need that silver. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the pugnium too, because I don't need it right now. Alright, I'll get rid of a few things. I thought there was... Okay, yep. I'm pretty sure there's a fossil we already dug up. I'll go sell that off too. Just got dirt. I thought there was another wheelbarrow. This is only 3? Yeah, 72,000 for those. Might actually be worth running around and grabbing a bunch of those while I'm here. Oh, discarded dirt. I thought there was more than 3. Alright, got some dirt. I don't think that sells for much of anything though. Yeah. Next to nothing. Alright. While I'm here, I might as well grab a little bit of carbon. Yeah, anything that I can harvest like quickly and easily. I don't mind just stopping and knocking down some plants real quick. You know, and stuff's real easy to get, you know, when you land right next to it and there's a bunch of it around, might as well just pick it up as opposed to running around everywhere for it. That way you're not burning through life support too. I'm surprised the Sentinel hasn't come by yet though. Alright, let's jump in here. I know there was another building here. Oh, it's a drop pod. Okay, that drop pods are like the exception. I will always land at those when I see them. And there is a little cave here too, so maybe our underground creature will show up. They don't show up right away. You gotta give it a few seconds, see if they spawn in. Let's take a run in here. Alright, and I already have the antimatter housing. Alright, sodium nitrate, I'm good. I will need a carbon nanotube. Oh, I got that stone. Dang it. I always miss something when I'm selling. Okay, so I'm gonna unlock my other supercharge slot down here, number 3, column 3, row 3. That's gonna be a supercharge slot. Oh, and that's another thing I did during that little refining session. I moved my hazard protection into here. Seems to help out a little bit, but not all that much. Alright, got underground dude somewhere. And that's close enough, I'm gonna run over and grab that. I do want to get some of this stuff together for when I do make it to the anomaly. I'll start building up a few stacks of salvage data now. Grab this stuff. That's going to be down low. This will be down in the cave system by the looks of it. What I want to do is make sure there's none of that hazardous stuff behind me. What I am going to do is put down a marker here, just in case for some reason I get turned around down here. I can find my way out pretty easily. Get whatever extra scans I can in. Alright, we do have another buried tech over there. Yeah, they're all like 300 units away. So I'm gonna be something closer. That one's only 201. We'll head over to that one. See if I can find where I dug in. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, like if I started walking around down that cave, it might be difficult to find my way out. That's why I try to always remember to put down a marker. You can always just dig straight up and get out, though. I mean, pretty easy to figure out. But when the game first launched, there was no terrain editor. So if you get stuck in a cave, you got stuck in a cave. Like, I've heard of people actually just, you know, deleting their save and starting a new one because they got so lost. Yeah, I spent a few hours in the cave once. I could not find my way out, and eventually I did. So, it was like one of the most annoying things you could possibly do. Oh, that's unidentified. Alright, so we've got a little bit of salvage data. How far away is that one? Let's go grab that one and move on to something else. Let me put my life support in here for now. I never put like life support and stuff in those supercharged slots. They're always like maneuverability or hazard protection. Early on in the game, you want to just kind of take advantage of everything you can. You know, get all the help you can. More of that. Grab this oxygen. If I can grab some of that condensed carbon. There we go. That's the good stuff. Alright. Yeah, because I'm going to want to be able to buy a few different blueprints when I get up to the anomalies, so I will need some salvage data. Especially like my medium refiner, stuff like that. A few different ones I always pick up. Alright. Anything else that's close and it doesn't really appear so. See if maybe underground creatures here. Oh, I got a damaged machinery over here too. Completely forgot about this one. Oh, living slime, good. Yeah, I'd rather get living slime than any of the other stuff. That's inside of a cave almost. So, back my ship. I'm trying to get there without recharging. Alright, good. Now I'll move some of this stuff around. I'm just throwing that away because it's useless. Move this over. Just move this over too. Alright, at least I got a little bit more carbon and stuff. Alright, continue. Oh, there's actually washed out more damaged machinery here. Yeah, I wish that stuff would start showing up a little bit better in my visor. I'm not seeing it. We have down here. That's just a regular beacon. Oh no, that's a waypoint. Let's land here. This will get us to a minor settlement. While I'm here, I do want to kind of look around, see if there's anything I can dig up. Alright, at least we got a place to land now. That might end up being our new base over there. So, grab some of this machinery. Take that. Dig in here for a second. See, what I like to do is I want to wait until I'm not taking damage here, and then I can scan for my next buried tech. You know, I can actually take a few seconds to look around because it does show up a lot better down here too. So there's actually quite a bit around here. Did I pick up anything to eat? No. Alright, so let's get this filled up. I don't really like to use that life support gel. I just got it to use up dihydrogen. What I'm looking for mainly is the buried tech, and a lot of times there's a machinery near it. Got one there. That's that damaged machinery I already got, so don't have to worry about going back that way. this. That's way over there. I'm not going all the way over there. Go grab this one, and it looks like there's a buried machine or a damaged machinery in there. Grab this sodium too. Yeah, at least the like sodium and oxygen really shows up at nighttime. Makes gathering it a lot easier. Gotta watch out for these hazardous plants. Quick recharge here. Grab this. Hopefully get a module out of this. Be doubtful though. Same thing in here, just kind of take a moment, look around. Yeah, I'm not picking up any of these like cargo drops or buried caches or anything yet because I don't have room to put anything, so I don't want to like end up with an inventory problem where I have to decide, do I throw away this thing that's gonna save my life or this thing that's worth like 50,000 credits, so. Rather not have to make a choice like that. Oh, got a cap module. Oh, we got two of them here. It's always nice to find these. There we go. Got a hyperdrive module, which is kind of useless right now. Oh, looks like I can't get that other one though. But there should be another salvage data here. I have to get kind of far away to see it. Oh, there it is. I can trigger this thing. And sometimes you have to be kind of far away to get it to work. Doesn't want to though. Alright, enough messing around with that. I'm pretty sure I get this one. When you're going downhill like this, just let yourself kind of slide. Don't panic and start jumping, because you'll a good chance you'll just fall. So always make sure you have your jetpack ready. Be down in the cave by the looks of it. Do like I did before, just put down a custom waypoint. Hopefully I can dig this out of the bedrock. A good chance it's probably down too low though. This is another thing that's been kind of busted for years. It's buried in the bedrock, so you can't even get to it. Alright, take a quick look here. Oh, I did bring a refiner with me. I'm going to just refine that junk off for a second. Because I do have a couple slots that I do want to empty. I want to, empty out the goop, the junk. Okay, so that shouldn't be too long. It'll probably be like 10 minutes. So, what I want to do is I'm gonna end up tossing it in there and then running up here. I want to make sure none of those hazardous cave plants pop up. But outside of that, get a couple of scans in here too. I haven't done much underground here, so alright. So yeah, I'm going to just run some of that stuff off real quick, and I will be right back with you guys. Just set this going. Alright, I will see you guys shortly. Alright guys, I'm just going to let this stuff finish running off, and I'm going to try to grab some extra carbon. Anything else down here that I can destroy. This will take a few minutes for that to run through. Oh, I got more than a stack. Realize that. Even that. And what do I have for ferrite dust? Alright. See if I can make up a few batteries too while I'm down here. It's all about, like multitasking and inventory management early on. You can grab a little bit of ferrite dust while I'm here too. Oh, that's not identified. Make sure I scan everything. And I haven't done any uploads either, so I should go through and upload everything I'm finding. This. Grab anything I can while that stuff's refining. I try to stay within within earshot of that refiner so I can hear when it goes down. Alright, so make up some more batteries. Just throw that away. So I am getting some extra carbon while I'm down here. A little bit this way. Okay, I don't need silver. Might as well just grab it though. Might be able to sell it. I think I have a little bit in my ship. Actually, I think I just sold it all to that trader guy. Yeah, like when I plan, I don't like to be idle while I have stuff refining, because it's just wasted time, so... Always be gathering stuff. I think we'll head over to that minor settlement as well. See what's over there. Yeah, get that. Alright, go check on this thing, because it's probably getting low on fuel too. Put that in, yank this out, put in the full amount, let that go. 3 more minutes. Crack these open. Alright, and let's make some more batteries. I'm trying not to break into the final thing. Alright, so I do have some ionized cobalt. Alright, so when this is done, I'll run through. Actually, let's hit stop on that. Let's get that ionized cobalt, run through. That'll be quick. See, that's a bad thing. You can't put a full stack of anything in this thing. It holds things up big time. It's even worse when you go with the harsh stack sizes on Permadeath, because you can only do 150 at a time. So I should be grateful for what I can make here. Let's throw in some more batteries. What I'm trying to do is get rid of this whole stack. Alright, so there's 1 cobalt, that'll just throw it away. Move this down. That filled up. Throw that away. Yeah, I did sell that silver I had. That silver will probably be the next thing that get thrown away. We have to toss one of those in there. Stuff takes so freaking long. I'm gonna stop at the runaway. Actually, I might as well just run off one runaway malt. That only takes like 2 minutes. So set this, fill that up again. Go down this way, see what's down here. Right. See, what's good about caves is you can get a lot of stuff and sentinels don't bother you, so you can just go ahead and mine up everything you can find. And I would typically take all this marrow bulb too, but I already have a good amount of oxygen, so I don't really need it. Or sodium rather. Actually, how am I set on? You know what? Let's just grab it, because that only takes a few seconds to refine. Cobalt. Oh, that's not identified. It's crazy. You're discovering things, and you've been on the planet for hours. There's still new things to scan. Refiner should be close to done. There we go. Just rip that out. Toss that little bit of marrow bulb in there. And runaway mold. And my batteries. Bring out a little more cobalt. Trying to get rid of that stack of ferrite dust. God. Oh, recharge that. I should be recharging with condensed carbon. I keep going a little bit too quick when I get a recharge. Got that marrow bulb. Two more. There we go. I'm just going to throw that away. Alright. This is done. Let's toss in the rest of that runaway mold. Toss that in. I'm just trying to condense as much stuff as possible. That way I'm using up less backpack space. Alright, let's throw that away. Alright, and I'm gonna do another batch. Actually, I'm gonna put like a... not even a full stack, I'm only gonna put like 100 condensed carbon in, or regular carbon in here. Got a few more seconds. Make my way back to my ship. At least the ship is actually pretty close. I think you head over to that minor settlement, get settled over there, see what's there, and hopefully find that last animal. I hate looking for these things. The underground ones are always a pain. Yeah, let me toss probably like half a stack. That. Oh, I've got all that extra oxygen too. Let's just go with that. Yeah, because I almost have a full stack there, so. Recharge this. It isn't a bad thing, you know. After a while, you just get used to kind of juggling all these different things around, trying to use up as much stuff as possible without. Alright, there we go. 499. Let me toss that that oxygen in here too. I'm trying to use all this up as much as possible. That way it's not just going to waste. Yeah, we'll see what this this minor settlement looks like, and might be moving my base over to there. I'd rather use that because it's got a trade terminal right at it, and you have a vendor that sometimes you can get some good stuff off. Some of the crafted items. So. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Just pick this thing up. And find my exit. Right there. Alright. Make our way back over. Jefferson pod. Very cash. Alright. Hit this stuff up real quick. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, what did I have for dihydrogen? Alright, I'm good on dihydrogen. Alright, that's 2 hours away, but I'm not gonna go straight there. I just want to see if there's anything else around. I'll run down here real quick. I don't know if this is, yeah, this is going to be a factory, isn't it? Stop in here only because I can get free parking and also grab this stuff. And of course the navigation data, which I'm going to want for drop pod maps. I'll grab all this sodium while I'm here too. It's a lot of sodium. So as you can guess, I'm going to break out my refiner soon and make a bunch of sodium nitrate. So at least that stuff goes pretty quick. Grab up all of this. I like how it lights up half of the mountain. So much of it. It looked like there was a lot there, but it's only 411, which is actually a lot for Permadeath. Take a quick little peek around, see if there's a... Oh, that's a buried cache. Not really what I want. We'll go grab that tech module though. Yeah, the buried caches are actually, they're really good, but at this stage in the game I just don't have that much extra inventory, so I don't want to fill it up with a bunch of stuff. I probably should grab it. You never know what you're going to get out of them, so I will run over and grab it. But sometimes it'll just give you nanites, which is great too. But sometimes they give you like exosuit expansion things, or you know, I think you can actually get X-class mods out of them too. Right, that was going to be just nanites most likely, yep. But you get quite a bit. I mean, there's 41 nanites for that. Alright, ancient data structure I will hit. Yeah, this is really useful early on as well. You can get a lot of navigation data sometimes, and you can get the drop pod maps out of them if you're lucky. Oh, I gotta remember these guys are aggressive, so I keep running past them and they're not giving me a hard time. I kind of be a little weary when I'm around them. Oh, and I got a damage machinery down here too. Alright, let's fill this up. Actually, I'll just use some of that sodium. Sometimes sentinels will attack you at these, so want to keep that in mind. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, so. Wow, there's a lot of them here. This is the type. There we go. Got a exosuit upgrade map. I may have gotten a couple out of that. No, I only got the one. Grab this extra oxygen. Trying to figure out a good way to get down to that damaged machinery. Alright, I'm just gonna let my thing recharge all the way up, and I'm just gonna walk off the side. And yeah, boost when you're about to hit the ground. You want to do that as safely as possible. Alright, the goop, I'm just throwing goop away now. It takes too long to refine it. Alright. So grab this. And looks like there's another data structure over there. So we'll grab that. What I'll do is I'll go over and get that other drop pod. That way all my supercharged spots are done. Alright, another one. So I have quite a bit of that stuff now. I just got 17. So I probably picked up, I don't know, a dozen or so. But that will turn into drop pod mats when I get up to the space station. I'm glad that you finally introduced those to the game, because for the longest time we didn't have them. It makes things a lot easier. That's one thing I always hated. I never liked doing drop pods before, because it just took way too long. Let's grab those fluids. Inventory's full. That means I actually have something good in here. So let's pick this up. Alright, launch fuel. I guess that's good. Oh, it is good, but I was hoping for a module. Alright, and I should be able to pick this up. Alright, let me see if I can get rid of some of this condensed carbon. No, nope. Alright, what about oxygen? Alright. There. That way at least I have an empty slot. I'm making my way back to my ship. I didn't plan on getting this far away. I'll always be shooting the stuff. Alright, so... Oh. That charge. At least I have a good amount of batteries, too. Getting all that, that extra cobalt kind of paid off. This is why it is kind of important to just kind of run around and explore. If you can find stuff like those data structures I never would have seen. And it's going to lead to me having a free drop pod slot and a bunch of maps to find more of them. I mean, I could have just easily ignored that whole that whole area if I didn't land here. But it is kind of important to do that. Alright, let's toss this in my ship. Oh, projectile. I should have just thrown that away. See if I can toss that in there. Let's pop this map. I'm gonna make up a carbon nanotube. Alright, let's go for that drop pod. Which is actually far away. Let's run up here. I need to get some tritium too. I was just hoping that would be way more asteroids than this. That's just going to give me silver. I don't want silver. Let's get over to that drop pod though. Yeah, and as I approach stuff like this, I do kind of scan around a little bit just to see what's around me. There could be, you know, other buildings or crash ships or anything like that. Alright. It also is kind of good to just kind of shoot the ground a little bit, because sometimes you get extra stuff like dihydrogen. Let me make up a metal plating here, make another one of those. Yeah, you can get like extra ferrite dust and carbon, stuff like that. Just shoot it right from your ship. Alright, that. And wait, what was the other one? I always, yeah, okay, antimatter housing. I always want to craft up hermetic seal for some reason. Oh, I can't make an antimatter housing. I don't have the warp cell, or the warp, yeah, antimatter recipe yet. But that's okay, I want to interact with this. Now if I look in my log, I'll have a quest to unlock it. As long as I don't abandon it, if I click on this quest, I'll get a marker for this drop pod. I can come back and unlock it. You just want to make sure you interact with it. That way you know where it is later. Take a quick peek here. I don't know if I want to really go all the way up there. What do I have for inventory? Okay. Let's just run up and grab this thing. I was hoping I'd be able to just jetpack all the way up, but not steep enough. I'm actually hoping there's going to be more stuff up here. I'm hoping there's going to be damaged machinery up here as well. Doesn't look like it. I'm just going to dig for it. I don't want to mess around with that plant. Grab this. And grab this plant as well. Okay. And safely make our way back down. I might slide a little bit here, so I just kind of go off to the side a little bit and start to slide. If you do fall, it's not going to be very far when you do it that way. Alright, let's get some fuel in there. And head over to that miner settlement, finally. Yeah, let's just go right there. Heck with it. Yeah, I want to go here mainly to get the, to see what the surroundings are like, and see what the multi-tool is. And this might become my new home base. Or maybe not if it's on the top of a friggin' mountain. Which it is. It might not be bad though. Get landed over here. If there's anything I need to move over to. Yeah, so what I'm gonna want to do is start moving some of the stuff into my ship. Stuff I'm not gonna need out in the wild. Start trying to stockpile salvage data. Can I fill that thing? Alright, so that's done. A little extra oxygen, toss in here. Okay. Let's take a run in here. I do want to make sure to go rob whatever I can. Get as much free stuff as possible. Alright, let me open a box. Oh, don't have to dig for that one. Like that. Alright, living slime. That's good. Grab my nanites, grab a word. Yeah, I probably won't end up using this location because of where it's located. Mainly, I'd like to be able to run around 360 degrees, whereas this location, I really can't. I mean, I can, but it's going to be a task. And it's straight uphill after it too, so it does kind of suck for exploring around. Let me take airdrop pod, power in. Okay. To that. Alright, yeah, exploring's gonna be kind of rough around here, I think. It's even like this stuff. I really don't want to have to climb mountains and stuff. Alright, I do have a salvage data there, or damaged machinery. Go grab that real quick. So in normal mode, it's not too bad, but Permadeath, you're constantly needing to mess around with your life support, and you have to keep climbing mountains. Your stuff runs out just way too fast. So you're better off on like flat planets, not like the one I'm on. So, alright, and I should have buried tech here, right here. See if there's anything that's close. Isn't a pain. I got a. Oh, I thought I got an upgrade module. Guess not. Let's take a run up here. See, this is what I'm trying to avoid is you see how quick like my life support's going down and stuff. I'm trying to walk more, but it's an old habit. So, I don't have to really worry because I have a lot of oxygen, but I don't like wasting it like that. Let's dig this up. I was hoping there'd be a damaged machinery up here. Alright, these are actually closed, so I'm just gonna go get them, I guess. Alright, it looks like we do have a cave here. Oh, and damaged machinery. Let me have some of these. Alright, fluids, I'm just gonna toss for now. Alright, got a cave here. I was hoping that maybe the underground creature would be around here. We'll grab that tech. Right, now I gotta climb this hill to get back to my ship, which is the type of stuff I'm trying to avoid. Very tech. Let's go grab that. Going to be down even lower, isn't it? Alright, let me jump into camera mode here. See, that one I'm not going to bother with because there's no damaged machinery there, so I'm not taking the risk. I'm going to get back to my ship. I gotta keep in mind that these guys can be hostile. I want to keep my jetpack somewhat charged. Alright, and what I'll do is just jump in here real quick and get that salvage data out of my backpack. Looks like I have some of this in here too. So just eat up those JPs. Use that up. Alright, and we have an invisible multi-tool. Alright, what's that gonna cost? 1.9, that's like all my money. So I'm just gonna pass on that. Grab that. Yeah, there's no nanites here either, which kinda sucks. Learn a word. Go chat with this guy for a second. Okay, so yeah, you can buy exosuit charts. They're really friggin' expensive though. I definitely don't advise that. I am gonna, I'm gonna buy this antimatter housing just so I can get that drop pod unlocked. See if there's anything in here for sale that I need. Let me buy one of these. Okay, I can stack 20. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Is there anything to sell? Not really. Let me just go and buy some of this metal plating. Mainly because I don't want to use up... I don't want to use up a ton of ferrite dust doing metal plating, so I'll just grab 10 for now. Sell that. Looking for anything that I have like extras of that I don't really need. Alright, that looks alright. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping this would be a better minor settlement. I can always find more though. What I do want to do is go over to this drop pod though and get that unlocked. That's a little ways away. Damn, these asteroids are gonna be the wrong stuff. Silver. But I wanted these small ones. I need like an actual asteroid field. Not little ones here and there. A little bit of tritium. I'm pretty sure I have enough to get to the space station. It's just annoying. I keep getting the wrong stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till I find a field. Because they look small until you get up near them, and then come to find out they're actually these giant ones that give you silver or gold. I'd really like to find that last animal too. This planet's just rough to get around though. Just get this drop pod done. So go do that, and I'm gonna unlock number 9 in this row. So that'll be my other one. You just toss this in there for now. I don't think the supercharge thing actually benefit these, but just toss it in there for now. Alright, let's see if we can find some buildings to land at. I want to be going either north or south when I do that. Alright, got a couple buildings. See, if I can land for free, I'll land there. Alright, this is an abandoned building. I'm not going to bother with that. It'd be good for nanites, but you don't really want to deal with monstrosities this early. The waypoint I'm just going to skip, because chances are it's going to send me to that same minor settlement I just left. Let's see what this is. I'm looking for places that I can land for free and I can kind of run around for a few minutes, gather supplies. Alright, take a run down here. We have a cave here, so what I'm hoping is that last creature will show up. Alright, gather up this stuff. Toss that right in my ship. Toss that in my ship. That. Yeah, because a lot of times the underground creatures, they just kind of show up on the outside of the cave. I don't see anything right now. Oh, this is a factory, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not going to bother trying to break into that. I'm going to entertain the idea of breaking in. I don't know if a night creature would show up. Go, grab this stuff up here. No, I'm gonna keep the fluids. Fluids aren't too bad because it, you know, that's like the middle step for refining junk. But I want to avoid the other one, the goop. Goop is like the lowest level. What's that? Sac venom. Yeah, I don't mess with sac venom on Permadeath at all. It's really hard to pick it up, and if it does damage you, it's probably going to break technology, so... Yeah, you have to be really careful when you pick it up. Alright, so... where's it there? Run up and grab this. That was a little close. I can't wait to get at least one movement module. I hate moving slow. This. Another relic. I came up here mainly because I saw there was a building like 600 units away. I wanted to see what type of building it was. And that's going to be a minor settlement over there. Actually, no. Yeah, that's a minor settlement. I was gonna say I'm gonna mark that. Oh, I got that over here too. Run over and grab that. I think I might actually just use up a navigation data and bring my ship right over to that minor settlement. I don't know how full my 40%, I don't think I can. I think I need 50 to bring that over. Yeah. Then I can run around and collect stuff down there. I'll take a gamble. I can't remember. I don't know if you actually have to have enough in your thrusters to use a navigation data or not. Let's just open this stuff up. My inventory must be getting full by now. Yeah, I got one slot. Some of the sodium. Yeah, before I do anything over here, I just want to see if I can bring in my ship. Okay, I can bring my ship in. But I'm actually going to use a navigation. Oh, I don't have. Actually, I do have one right here. Let me make sure I have an empty slot. Because I think it still takes away from your launch thruster. Right now I'm at 40%. Call it in. I'll check when it gets landed. Okay, so it doesn't use it. Alright, that's good to know. Let's move some of this stuff into my ship. Move that over. Move this over. I'm getting a good amount of stuff in here now. Okay. Actually go rob out all this stuff before I forget it. Yeah, at least I'm finally getting living slime out of these things. Instead of all that, low level stuff. There's actually a good amount of, technology modules around here too. So I'm probably gonna end up jumping off here for lunch. I just wanted to, get on for a couple hours this morning and get some of this stuff done. I actually managed to get quite a bit done, actually. Even though I didn't really do much, I actually have, you know, a pretty decent, like, foundation on this stuff now. I can start to progress the storylines. Okay. Let's take a run in here, see what we can find. Because this might end up being the new base, I think. What do we have here? Well, we got an A-class. Oh, with an optical drill already in it. And I can see 2 supercharged slots. What do they want for it? Ooh. That's a really easy choice. See, this is why you want to find a pistol early on, because they're cheap. Whereas, like, you saw that, that C-class rifle was, like, almost, what, 1.8 million? 1.6 million? Something like that. Sure, I had a bunch of slots, but this, you know, this has 17 slots in it, which isn't tiny. And I can already see 2 of the supercharged slots in it. So it's actually a really, really good pistol. I think I'm going to end up grabbing that. Wanted to see if there's anything else here to grab. And a word. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into photo mode here. Go to daylight. Kind of check my surroundings. See, I got the same problem here, where I can't get around easily, but these hills aren't bad to climb. So I think this is probably going to become my new home base. I'll figure that out in the next stream, though. So I think I'm going to probably end off here. Actually, let me grab that multi-tool. Just in case this cabinet changes. So, actually what I do want to do, actually look at that again. Okay. So my multi-tool, I want to store this in here. See if there's anything else to rob out of this. I'm going to dismantle everything I can. Alright, and I'm just going to do a straight up exchange for this. Compare and exchange. So now I have this thing. Now this has the optical drill in it, which is actually a really good find. So I got my mining beam there, my optical drill. That's just going to increase everything. 88% for my resources, because it's in a supercharge. Typically it's 50%. So that's going to become really useful, and it's already got a bolt caster in it, which will help with my, you know, if I have to start shooting stuff. So, just kind of move these around a little bit, and get that installed. Actually, probably should have gotten some more silicate powder. Yeah, I have to get more for that. But, yeah, at least get that out of the way. I think I'm gonna end off here. I am going to go and refine down some of this stuff to kind of clean up my inventory a little. But, I'm gonna try to get on later today and continue this little playthrough. I am gonna just set this up to refine though. And actually I'm gonna let this refine while I go cook myself some lunch. And I will see you guys next time, I guess. I appreciate everybody swinging by, and I will talk to you later. Take care.